Stock tip. Best stock setups.
Welcome back again. I'm Marcel Toria and I bring to you the latest episode of Daily Update from StockTip. Today we have some reasons to celebrate. Our latest target in the S&P 500 and in the Nasdaq has been finally reached. There is one more stop to go and then we can dream of opening some very long positions and going all in. Now the question is what's going to happen tomorrow? Are we going to finish the week on a negative note, or are we going to start turning around and head for a bounce? As you can see, this was the last target. We've reached it, and this was the latest target which we've reached today. And there's one more to go. The next one would be 3,600, 3,650 or 3,700. Let's say for the sake of argument 3,600 would be the final target. So I would very much like to see it touched, but I do think we might be in for a bounce before that happens, and that until we reach 3,600 it's gonna be another month or so. So it is possible. As you can see, we are 6 weeks down, and just take a look at how extensive our sell-off was. So how many days down and how big the distance to the 50 moving average here in the daily chart is. So I think a bounce is pretty much inevitable. On the other hand, I didn't see too much action from the bulls lately. I think all of the bulls are pretty much convinced that the next support lines 3,920 or 30 and 3,600 must be reached before they get aggressive again. So I don't know if the bulls are ready to play ball again, or if they decide to keep staying on the sidelines until we reach the final target. But I am happy with our performance so far, and we've pretty much let's say we've pretty much got it right every time and every step of the way. So that's something to celebrate. You can take a look at the Nasdaq. So in the Nasdaq, in the Qs, we've also reached our target here and actually closed a bit beneath it. And the last target here in the Qs would be not that far away actually. 278, 280, so 278, 280, 275, something in there, in this range. And the IVM also target reached here, 168 more or less reached. Do we have another target here? No, actually we don't. This was the last target for us in the IVM, but it is possible that we go a bit further south and we reach 142 before we start heading north again. And I think this is most decisive, euro to US dollar. So we are still to reach the last target here, 103. I think this is going to come this week still. 103 here in the cards, 103, and after that I believe, so I can speculate that we are going to start heading up again. So this was the last support line. I don't think in the last take a look at this. So in the last 14 years the euro has never been so weak in comparison to the dollar. So I think this would be the final stage, and then the markets are going to turn around starting with the euro to US dollar. So almost there, possibly this week, probably next week, we shall see. But we are almost here, and I hope you're ready to start going long again. Oil started showing a bit of strength today, but ended with a shooting star here. Nonetheless, we are still almost 5% in plus in comparison to yesterday. Gold almost 1% in plus, so it's struggling to maintain its position, and silver 1.6% in plus, but silver is looking very bad indeed. So silver has reached is I think this is the low of the last 2 or 3 years now. So silver is definitely looking bad. So silver is not something I would gladly invest in. Gold is still looking pretty positive, and most of all oil. Oil is looking very good. Okay, that's all for the main markets today. Or did I forget one? Yes, I forgot the DAX. The DAX is also struggling here. It's almost reaches last support line here, and probably will try to bounce again after reaching the support of 24.5 here in my chart. Then to my portfolio, I actually tried a couple of trades today, two or three trades. I traded the S&P 500 in the beginning, not that successfully because I wasn't at the desk. So I will show you where I tried to trade it. Where is it? Where is it? This is all today. No, I think this is today. So I tried to trade it here. You can see what a volatility this was. So I tried to trade it here. I actually sold it here. Would have had a nice profit, but wasn't at the keyboard, so my stop was here. And it went up again, then down again. And I started trading again where? Here. So this is where I opened a new position here, and I've closed it here. And with that, let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. Where was it? So here, sorry. Here is where I open my next position on the short side, and I've closed my position at 392.4, I think. So overall, ended the day with a nice plus here in the SPY, and most importantly, PRG, the position I opened yesterday, brought me some nice winnings today. Take a look, it made another 4.6% today. So this was the point where I bought it, the breakdown, and today it continues south, and I hope we shall see another day or two. If we reach 24.5, then I'm going to take some profits. I think I'm going to close a half of the position and leave the other half going in case it keeps going. And then LPG didn't show much strength today, struggled a bit, and finished with minus 1.3%. Still not bad. I decided to pull my stop from here to pull it all the way here, so a bit more defensively here. And I did try another trade. Sadly, I forgot how it's called. Let me take a look how it's called. This trade has I've closed it prematurely because I didn't like the way the market was looking at the time, and I think it was the right decision. So AMCR, one of the top setups, I think the setup of the week, started with a bit of a strength. It was actually very strong here, and it did break out, but it failed. In the end, it was a failed breakout, and this was pretty much so broke out today. My position was activated automatically, and I think I've sold it. Let me see. So I think I've sold it here somewhere. No, here. This is where I sold it. I didn't want to see it go beneath the moving averages anymore. And this is where I sold it, and it was good that I did so. You can see the market turned and AMCR lost all its momentum. We have above average volume on a negative day, on a red day. So this looks like an outside reversal. And I spared myself. I think I've saved myself 2/3 or 3/4 of my initial possible loss by closing the position prematurely. Okay, now to the last part of the video. What are the top setups doing, and which one we could activate tomorrow? Let's see.